Hello, this is Nancy Harkness on Writer Unedited, my Facebook Live, where it's just me sitting in my writing office. It's a little fancier than usual because Royal Caleva Luis releases next week. So I've been doing marketing stuff, so things have been set up to accommodate that. Oh, I have a viewer. I have one viewer. Please say hi in the comments so I know who you are. I won't put you on the spot or anything. I just like to know who I'm talking to. So yeah, we have fancier stuff in the background, and the best part is Skoda has joined us. He's sleeping on the cat bed in the window. It's Summer! Summer! Hi! So good to see you. Thank you for stopping in. Delighted to have you here. Summer and I met at the reader-author get-together a couple of weeks ago outside of Cincinnati, the one that Laurie Foster puts on, and it is the most fabulous event, as I have said here before. So Summer, delighted to have you here. Love having a new friend. So if you have any questions, please type them in the comments, and I will try to answer them if I am capable of it. I have to say it's extremely hot here. Not inside, because I have air conditioning, thank goodness, but somehow the heat still seems to fry my brain. Also, to be fair to my brain, it is less than a week until Royal Caleva Luis comes out. It releases Tuesday, June 25th, and I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off doing marketing stuff. That's why, as I said, we're a little fancier here than usual. We have a crown in the background. We have both books right up close. And, of course, I'm wearing a tiara because, well, number one, because I like tiaras, and number two, because I write about a royal family. And we're about to release a book about the king himself. So, of course, I would wear a tiara. So, I just want to remind you that if you've missed a chat in the past, you can always find them on my YouTube channel. I also just did a Zoom chat with Susan Carlisle last night, and that is uploaded to the YouTube channel already. That was a lot of fun. Susan's a hoot. I love her. So back to Royal Caleva Luis. Oh, Summer says, can't wait for it to come out. Thank you, Summer. I can't either. I'm so excited. I love this book so much. I loved writing it. I love the characters in it. Of course, spending more time in Caleva is always a joy for me. So just to remind everyone, Royal Caleva Luis is up for pre-order on Kindle at a special price of $2.99. It will go up to $4.99 on, I think, about July 2nd. I think that's about a week after it comes out, right? And of course, all of the royalties for the pre-orders and the first week of sales go to support Clarion Paws, P-A-W-S. It is a no-kill cat rescue organization in Western Pennsylvania. My daughter's a veterinarian in Western Pennsylvania, and I asked her for a nomination for an animal rescue organization, and this is the one she wholeheartly endorsed, and they were thrilled to hear that I would be donating to him. It is a minimum donation of $1,000, so particularly for a small organization, I think it can be very helpful to them. And of course, it makes Skoda and Moby very happy to help out their feline buddies. Not that you could tell from Skoda's attitude right now, but you know cats, they need a lot of sleep. So another exciting thing is I have a Goodreads giveaway for 3 autographed print copies of Royal Caleva Luis. It runs through June 24th, and if you think he looks great on screen, you should see him in person on a book. He's very, very handsome. In fact, I have a reader who said she wants a poster of him. She said, forget the bookmarks, too small. She wants a poster of Luis so she can hang it on her wall and just look at him all day long. And you know what? When she said that, I thought, you know, I could kind of get into that too. So you may be seeing a poster of Luis on my office wall sometime soon because, oh, I do like him. Somebody said they thought this was my best book cover ever, but that in fact my cover designer is really talented because they're all great. And I have to agree. She's very good at her job. What else? Said Goodreads giveaway, talked about that. The release week celebration. It will be a celebration because I'm excited. So here on Facebook, I'll be doing giveaways, at least one every day for the whole week after including the day of release, but that whole release week, I'll be doing giveaways. We'll also be playing Royal Trivia here on Facebook. And if you get the answer right, you will be in a drawing to win a $5 Amazon gift card for each question that I ask. Another little secret about the print edition of Royal Caleva Luis, because I had to set up a Goodreads giveaway, I had to have the print edition available. So you can actually buy it now. If you sneak on over to Amazon, you can get him ahead of time in person. The audio version will be available on June 25th. They started recording on May 30th. Nick Mills will be the narrator, or is the narrator. He's the one who narrated Gabrielle's book, so he's very good with all the names and the little Spanish touches and the little French touches. So I don't think there's a lot of French in Luis's book, because he's very sort of, you know, the dragons, the royal family, are very sort of Spanish facing. Might be a few though. I can't remember now. So, also a little good news for my newsletter subscribers. I just sent out another email, and there are a few autographed bookmarks left over to go out. So open your email real fast, and if you haven't already requested them, because people have already requested them from the previous newsletter, and those are being sent out, quick, get your snail mail address emailed to me, and it's only if you're a newsletter subscriber, remember that. And you'll get bookmarks. They're very pretty, right? They're very pretty. Not as pretty as the cover, maybe, but pretty. Writing update. Why am I laughing? Well, because I haven't touched Royal Caleva Raoul in weeks now. Okay, I'll admit it, weeks, I think. At least 2 weeks, which I'm not happy about, because frankly, I like reading books better than I like marketing books. But when you have a book launch, you got to do some marketing. I'm not sure readers understand how much marketing authors do, whether they have a publisher or they're self-published. Either way, you got to do a ton. So what kind of things am I doing? Well, formatting. Yeah, that's not really marketing. That's actually making the book, right? So each version of it is different. So the print version is different from the digital version, which is different from the PDF version, and obviously the audio version is completely different, but luckily I don't have to deal with that. But you know, you have to have, when you do the print version, you suddenly have to have a back cover, not just a front cover. The digital version only requires a front cover. So you're dealing with all of that. And you know, it's picky stuff. I care because I used to do layout for a newspaper. So there's a lot of detail, you know, like what size are the headers, like for acknowledgments? How do you lay out? Let me see, I'm trying to find the also by page. Oh yeah, how do you want to lay out your other books by Nancy Harkness page? And again, it's different for digital and for print. So you're doing 2 versions of it every time. Patricia's here. Hi, Patricia. So good to see you. Someone else is here who's not confessing up. So nice to have you here, Summer and Patricia. I love that. So formatting. So that's not actually marketing, but you got to get it done to get the book in, right? So that you guys can read it. But then there are things like booking the promotion, like the Goodreads giveaway. And luckily I have a marketing consultant who does a lot of the bookings for me. So I just sort of let her do that job, which is great. But I have to develop graphics for social media, for my newsletter, for A+ content for the Amazon book page. Luckily, I like doing that, again, because I worked for a newspaper and I have some graphic experience. And it's kind of a fun visual change from, you know, writing is very word oriented, and so this is nice. It's nice working with visuals instead. I like that. Ooh, 4 viewers. Come on, guys. Just say hi in the comments so I know who you are. So the other thing is I have a review crew, people who read the book early and then are kind enough to write reviews and have them ready to post the day the book releases, because that helps the book be visible in Amazon's algorithms. I know this stuff is very technical, right? So I have to check in with them, make sure they were able to get their copy of the book, make sure they remember that they need to have the review ready to go next week, all that fun stuff. And by the way, I love my review crew. They are just the lifeblood of any author's book launch. Patricia says, love that picture behind you. Thank you. Which oops, gosh, it's backwards. It's always backwards. The Tyrannosaurus dancing with the tiger in the snow. I love that too. So that was a pandemic lockdown purchase. I was, you know how Facebook puts up ads, and sometimes they put up ads that are appropriate and sometimes they don't. But for some reason, they put up an ad for that on my line. I don't know why, because I don't think I've ever bought a picture of a dinosaur before, or any kind of thing about a dinosaur. But somehow it just appealed to my sense of whimsy, particularly because we were stuck inside, and there they were dancing outside in the snow. It was just fun. And I think the title of the picture is actually Shall We Dance? And the tiger is sort of looking, I don't know if you can tell, it's the tiger is sort of standing up next to the, I'm trying to point to it, next to the, there it is, to the T-Rex. He's looking a little puzzled by the whole thing, but he doesn't look afraid. He's not worried about getting eaten. So I just love the whimsy of it. It was fun. Okay, what else was I going to say with? Oh, yes, more promotional stuff, more launch stuff. I have to compose newsletters to send out to my newsletter subscribers to update them on what's going on with the launch and to tell them about the celebration next week and all that fun stuff. I love talking to my newsletter subscribers. The one I just sent out has pictures from the reader-author get-together, which you guys saw on Facebook too, because I posted them here. I have to figure out what to do for launch week. How am I going to celebrate launch week? So I will be doing, did I tell you this already? I'll be doing a Facebook Live on launch day, June 25th at 7 p.m. EDT, and I will be sharing my tiara collection with you because it's, Luis is about the king, so people wear tiaras around him all the time. I don't envy people who have to wear tiaras all the time, by the way, because this one's actually not bad. It's pretty comfy. But some of them are miserably uncomfortable and give me a headache. Some of them are really heavy. Some of them just don't fit that well, frankly. And so I give, like Princess Kate kudos for surviving those. Granted, she has a lot of really pretty thick hair, which may pad it a little better than mine, but not an easy thing to do. So back to launch week, I'll be doing the Facebook Live. I'll also do my regular Facebook Live on Wednesday at 2 p.m. during launch week. So check that out too if you can't do the evening one. But, I have to assemble the prizes. What am I going to give away? Which frankly is my favorite thing because I love buying stuff to give away. It's like justified shopping, right? You don't feel guilty about it because you're giving it away. They're gifts. So I have a lot of fun buying those. There will be some jewels, just to let you know. So if you like jewelry, come and see. What else do I have to do? I have to get my website person to update my website because obviously things change when the book launches and becomes available. And even though someone else actually does the physical work, I have to compose everything that's going up on the website. So it's a lot of writing. I'll update my blog. I will update Goodreads. Oh my goodness, it just goes. So can you tell that it just goes on, and this is why I feel like a chicken with my head cut off? It's kind of crazy. So just checking to see if there are other comments. Does anybody have questions? I love questions, so please ask questions. So I guess the upshot of this is it means I don't have a lot of time or honestly creative energy to work on Raoul's book, but I am so looking forward to getting back to it when this is all done. I really am. And of course, the good thing about launching a book nowadays with digital and print on demand is that the book lives on forever. In the bad old days, when I started publishing back in 2003, and my books were mass market paperbacks, and there was no such thing as a Kindle back then. Your book lasted on the shelves maybe 6 months if you were lucky, because it was a physical book, and the bookstores had to clear the way for new inventory because new books were coming out. So it just pretty much disappeared after 6 months. And here was, I mean, he sweated over this book, right? It took a year to write, at least. My first book probably took 2 or 3 years to write. I can't honestly remember now. But it was a long process. And then it took a year to get an agent. And then it took a year for the agent to sell it. Well, maybe not that long. But it was a long process. And then you only have 6 months for it to sell, which is so frustrating. But now we have what's called the long tail, which means that the book stays, you know, in the ether forever, basically. And you can even get print copies because of print on demand. So thank goodness for that. That makes me happy as an author. Okay, that's really all I have to say because, honestly, I have to get back to marketing. It's crazy, right? Not sure who the one viewer is still here, but thank you for sticking with me. It's been really fun talking to you. Any questions? No? I can never tell if Facebook's putting them through or not. Try one more time. See if anything happens. There we go. It's posting. Okay. Not seeing anything else. So I will close Writer Unedited for this week. But I will be back, as I said, next week, Tuesday, 7 p.m. EDT, and Wednesday, 2 p.m. EDT. And I hope I'll see you then. So good to see you. Bye-bye.